So now we are on to session 3 of the For the Family program, which is all based around health. And again, we're going to have 4 messages for you. And the first message is that active kids do better at school. I think we are all quite aware of how children benefit from being active. I know that when they're out, they usually have more energy, they're less stressed, and if they're really knackered, they sleep a lot better. But what many people don't realise is the connection between being physically active and school performance. So research actually shows that children who meet the guidelines of physical activity do better in school. They have better memory, they have better concentration, and their behaviour also improves. So we want to let you know, well, what are the recommended guidelines around physical activity. So it is 16 minutes every day for children, and it's 30 minutes 3 times a week for adults. And the reason why I'm telling you about the adults is because when adults are active, their children are 5 times more likely to be active themselves. And that kind of echoes one of the messages that we did on parenting, which was baby see, baby do, and the modelling principle. So children, when they see us being active, they're way more likely to be active themselves. So I'm just going to show you some really simple, quick physical activity that you can do with your children through video. You don't need equipment, and they're very low cost, and you don't need a lot of space. So hopefully you can get some ideas from some of these videos.
Yay! Well done. Right, back to me. Try again. You got it? Of course you can. Let's go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. So this game is called It's Snowing. So we've got 2 teams, Team A and Team B. We've got some scrunched up paper balls. You could use tin foil if you like. So the aim is we're going to put the timer on for 1 or 2 minutes, and the teams have to underthrow the balls over to the other side of the line, and after 1 minute, whoever has the least balls is the winner. Okay, are we ready?
Yeah.
Let's go! So this next game is called Active Pairs. It's a bit like Go Fish. You can use larger cards or smaller cards. If you're using the smaller cards, maybe don't use the whole deck, or you could be there quite a while. We've picked maybe 8 to 10 cards to make the game will last about 30 seconds to a minute. So the aim of the game is one player goes and flips over the cards and tries to get a match. If they get a match, they come back to the start and they take another go. If they don't get a match, then the next player goes. Okay, let's go. The cards that are picked need to be, oh well done, crazy balloon racing. So the rules are, we have a start and a finish line. We've got 2 contestants. Say hello guys.
Hello guys.
We have to blow up the balloons, but not yet. So when we blow up the balloons, we hold them out in front. The key is try to get the balloon as far as possible between the start and the finish line. When you blow it up and let it go wherever it lands, you've got to go, pick it up again, blow it up, and do the same thing over again. Okay, let's go. Blow. Ready, step forward, steady, go. Oh, who's in the lead? Off we go, who owns which? Okay, so this game is called Cross the River. So these are all the lily pads, and there's a raging river full of sharks and monsters and crocodiles. So we can't fall off the lily pads, and we have to help each other cross, okay? So lots of teamwork. So off you go, Dan, you go first. Okay. So only one person allowed on a lily pad at a time. Oh, watch that one, that's a slippy lily pad. Ready, steady. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Watch the shark, Shona, quick! Jump, 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 jump! Go! Well done, that's brilliant. Well done, great skipping.
Now we are on to message 2 from our session around health. And message 2 is that parents are key to children's participation in sport. Now what that simply means is that by us showing an interest in what activities they're doing, they're way more likely to stick with it. So that can be really simple, from encouraging them when they are doing any activities, if it's in a club or if it's just free play. Ask them why they like doing it, ask them how it makes them feel, and just genuinely show an interest. You know, if they have matches or training, if you could go and attend, that really kind of means a lot to the young people, and they're more likely to continue doing it. A simple tip as well is when your child comes home from doing an activity, you could do a game where it's coach the parent, and you could say, why don't you show me what you learned today, and let them be the coach and you be the student. And they really respond well to that, and they think it's great fun, and again, by you showing an interest in them, it makes them feel valued. To demonstrate this point, I'm going to just show you a video, and it's all about positive reinforcement and how powerful that actually can be.
A moment ago, we made this volunteer believe she sunk a pair of blindfolded free throws, when earlier, with no blindfold, she missed 10 in a row. How will she do her second time at the line, now that she thinks she nailed those blindfolded buckets?
Oh, close! So close, so close. That's number 1. All right, keep it going, keep it going. Oh!
She's definitely getting closer, but no baskets yet.
You got this, you got this, you got this. You.
Wow. By making her think she sank those blindfolded shots, and by cheering and giving her positive reinforcement, it's almost like we hacked her self-confidence and got her to believe more in her natural abilities. In fact, out of 10 shots this time around, she ended up making 4. Quite an improvement. But what if one of our volunteers was already good at basketball? Whoa, this guy's got game. He made a whopping 9 shots from the line. Think there's anything we could do to make him worse?
Okay, so let's have you take 1 shot, all right? You think you can do it, guys? All right, Josh, let's give it a shot. 3, 2, 1. Not quite, but it's all right. Let's let him try a second time. It's a tough one. All right.
Wow.
Let's give it a shot, Josh. All right. All right, well, look, the man is blind. Okay, let's go ahead and take off the blindfold. So listen, it wasn't as easy as we thought, but let's have you do your 10 throws again without the blindfold.
Okay.
Just do your thing, 9 out of 10, maybe 10 out of 10.
Okay. All right, let's see.
You guys got his A game on? Come on, Josh. Whoa. All right, Josh. You got this, man. You got this. All right, that's 2.
Remember, this guy made 9 free throws earlier, but now it looks like the crowd's negative reinforcement is throwing him off his game.
Wow.
Okay, so message 3 today is say no to treats. Now, I know you're thinking that's much more easier to say than to do, so I'm just going to show you this very quick video that I really love, just to empower you, to show you that we can be tough too.
When you feel the first signs of a cold, use Vicks First Defense. It's a new microgel that attacks the cold virus before it has a chance to turn nasty. New Vicks First Defense. Attack is the best form of defense.
So the message there is that although parenting is tough, that we are tougher. So back to the say no to treats. Unfortunately, research has shown that families spend more on treats than they do on fruit and vegetables. And what we are urging you to do is to say no to treats. Now, not a complete blanket no, because that's unrealistic, but just to maybe limit it to once a week, once or twice a week, or maybe limit it to special occasions. Now, I know we're all human, and of course we're going to slip doing this, but we just want to urge you to just reduce the amount of treats. And to demonstrate this, I have a graphic here from Safe Food. So here is a picture of the amount of treats that our kids usually have in a week, and over here is what they should be having. Now that's a big difference. And it's hard when there's grandparents, it's hard when children associate treats with rewards. So what I mean by that is, instead of using food as a reward for children, that we can replace that with non-food rewards. And that can be simple things like an extra story at bedtime, maybe some bacon, some extra special time. For younger children it can be hugs, kisses, stickers, all of that thing, because it's important that children don't associate food with good and bad behaviour, because they can end up having a negative association with food. So the more that we can replace that with non-food rewards, the better. So best of luck with that one. Say no to treats. And finally, our fourth message in the health section is Fit Fam. So what that basically is we're just encouraging families to get active together, to play games together, and maybe change your 10 minutes of play into a physical activity. 10 minutes of play for your special time makes all the difference. And we're going to put a link here to where we got all the resources for all of the ideas for the games that you can click into later to get more information, and to leave you then with a challenge. So the challenge that we are giving you is the ad break challenge. So what that is then is when you are all together as a family watching a film or watching a program, that when the ad break comes on, instead of, you know, usually going putting on the kettle for a cup of tea or reaching for the biscuits, we are challenging you to turn them into physical activity challenges. So if you have a timer, even better, because what a timer does is it adds a certain bit of excitement and a bit of a competitive spin on it as well, which kids really seem to respond to. So during the ad break, the first one could be jumping jacks, the second one could be sit-ups, the third one could be frog jumps, but even better, ask your children to come up with ideas or let them make a suggestion, because they're usually way more creative than we are. For instance, mine said, let's put all the pillows on the ground and pretend that the floor was lava, and before we knew it, the ad breaks were over and it was back to watching the film. So I challenge you to try that one, and it will be, I guarantee it will be great fun. So that's the end of this session on health. So I hopefully you've gotten some ideas, and to try and encourage both you and your family to get more active, because happier families are more active families.